Hi, my name is Deanna, and you have stumbled upon my channel, Food Bank Beautiful. I want to thank you for taking a moment to see what this is about. This afternoon, I'm going to pull everything out of my little tiny canning pantry, and I'm going to show you what I canned in December of 2023. Now, this is predominantly from items that I received at the food bank. And the reason why I can a lot of them is that I have very little freezer space. And so a lot of times they will give me an abundance of freezer items and I just don't have a place to keep it. I recently moved from New Mexico to Washington State, and right now all of my appliances, my furniture, most of my personal belongings are in New Mexico. My husband is down in New Mexico selling the house right now, so hopefully I'll have my things, I don't know, maybe at the end of March. We will see. That's a story for another day. Anyway, I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to walk you through what I canned in December of 2023, and then I'm going to do an additional video of what I canned in the month of January. We're a small family. We're myself, my husband, and my little 92-year-old grandmother who's so stinking cute you can't believe it. But even if you're a small family and you're working with a small space or you're working with food bank items, if you can, there are lots of things that you can to make your life easy. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did, okay? And I apologize, I am not a video editor of any kind of skill whatsoever. And even though I'm looking at my camera straight on, it won't get me for eye contact. So I'm sorry, people. All right, here we go. Okay, I am back. So I'm not sure about the lighting here, but we'll just do the best we can. So it looks like I have 5 jars of this gorgeous blueberry lemonade concentrate. I have given a couple jars of that away, and we have consumed a couple. So this was made with food bank blueberries. I had the lemon and the sugar. I also have strawberry, and this is just so good. Same thing. Strawberries were food bank. I had the lemon and the sugar. I think I made 6 and I have 3 left. So that's where we are there. Then over here, I have 5 pints of applesauce. And what happened here is one of our good friends ended up with a truckload of apples and didn't know what to do with them. The farmer usually gives them to the pigs, but some of them were still really nice. So he brought my husband and I over a huge batch of apples, and I made applesauce. That's all this is. There's no sugar or flavoring or anything in here. I bake with this, and sometimes I put it on Grandma's oatmeal. Now, she doesn't like applesauce by itself, but she will eat it on top of her oatmeal. And I gave a number of my jars to the guys who brought us the apples. So I have 5 left there. I am so sad. I'm down to my last 2 little jars of cowboy candy. I have a tiny little jar left in the refrigerator, but it's got like 4 lonely little jalapeno peppers in it. And then this here is just the leftover syrup. I don't know, honestly, if I'm going to use that. I'm afraid that the syrup is going to be too hot for Grandma if I try to make it with chicken or anything like that. So I'm not sure that I can use that, but I didn't know what I was doing when I did it, and I went ahead and saved the syrup. Okay, I'm going to turn my camera around for a second, so don't get seasick. You ready? And also, my kitchen isn't that bad, but my floors are hideous. So don't judge me, people. I got a full plate, as I'm sure you do too. Okay, this is my canning for 2023. We have 3 pints of 3 quarts of kidney beans. And we only have 1 little remaining pint left. When I first started canning beans, You can see that I wasn't very good at what I was doing, right? There's an inch of beans on the bottom. But I soon discovered that I really do want my beans in the quart size because I feel like, having canned a little bit now, I'm more of an ingredient canner than I am a complete meal. So I have 1 quart size navy bean left from 2023. I have 3 pints of the pinto beans from 23. And then I have 1 jar left of chicken chipotle soup. I did make some of the meal in a jar soups, and I just didn't like them well enough to can them again. So my husband likes this one. This is the last jar that's left. I make a lot of soup. My soup, I think, is really good, so I'll make my own soup from scratch. Back here are 2 cans of 2023 Ugly Chicken. I love that stuff. And then I have 4 cans of butternut squash. Isn't that pretty? Sometimes I just like to look at it. There's the 2 here and then 2 right there. Okay, everything that you see back there that I'm not showing you is what I canned in the month of January. All right, it looks like over here I have 4 quarts of turkey bone broth. I love to have broth on hand. It's one of my favorite things. And then you can see that I have 4 quarts of roasted chicken broth. Those are Costco chickens. I don't know what you do, but we're a small family of 3, so 1 roasted chicken will take us almost a week. We go through the meat. I only like the breast meat. My husband likes the breast meat. My grandma likes the legs and thighs. So for the first few days, we just eat off that chicken like, you know, it's our last meal. And then when we get down to something that looks carcassy, I go ahead and throw it in my pressure cooker and make gorgeous broth. Can you see how lovely that is? So of the roasted chicken, I only have 4. My thinking that I must have made about 12 or 16 quarts of roasted chicken from November to present, and I only have those 3 left. Usually I just used them so fast that they didn't stay on the counter for very long. All right, and then I have the can of shame. So if you guys have a jar of shame, you let me know. This is the jar of shame. I found it in my canning shelves, and when I found it, it was not labeled. So I don't know if it's my turkey broth or my chicken broth. So I labeled it turkey or chicken, and there it is. So the next time I need broth, that is what I'm going to use first, because that is a shameful can. All right, people, when you can, take the time to label your jars. You will think that you'll remember what you have, but you won't. And a lot of things look the same after you can them. So label your cans. Okay, I hope that you all have a lovely day. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down and then put my cupboards back together. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.